It's cleared in. We are here to do a reading for the Divine Feminine. We read on the energy of the Divine Feminine. All day. The Chariot has come out at the beginning of every single read that I've done today, which is it's a lot. Oh, and look, Wheel of Fortune. And first we had the Seven of Cups coming out. Chariot, incoming, major change, major shift. Wheel of Fortune, same thing. It kind of magnifies some kind of big shift in your life, or in, I'm thinking like the Ascension, a shift in dimensions. The Chariot depicts black and white, kind of in oppositional positions, and it's sort of about this merger of light and dark. Here we have the World and the Ace of Swords. So the World and the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is like fate, destiny. So this destined shift that is about to happen, and then to the world, quite literally, that's what card we got, the World. Which is sort of a full holistic embodiment of like the collective dream come true. It's like everybody gets everything that they've wanted. And here we also have the Seven of Swords, which is a sort of an everything, which is sort of like getting away with something too. Here's the World. And here's the Chariot that I've been getting all day. Wheel of Fortune. These are big cards. Ace of Swords, that is like be like a beginning of a project, beginning of start of like an idea that's going to be carried forth. Swords often sort of mean like combat. And then here we have the Five of Wands coming out, which is the like combative kind of card. So there's, I think with this big shift, the Ace of Swords is like a like the Chariot comes in and cuts through. Here we have Two of Pentacles. Chariot comes in and cuts through. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, okay. There's a masculine here who is a very, oh, yes. He's also coming in as a King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Cups. But King of Wands is in the reverse, so it's the King of Wands is very dynamic. He's really handsome. And in reverse, he's just sort of like, yeah, look what came out. It's very like, in reverse, look, he's just kind of dejected. Five of Cups is like it's like a loss, taking your losses. 9 of Pentacles in the Hierophant. And both really great cards. We were going to move into, so the King of Wands in reverse. He's kind of stuck because he has these two earthly, these two pentacles that he's trying to balance, that he's trying to choose between. It's like having, like kind of not knowing exactly where you're gonna go with something. So he's kind of stuck here. But he has this 8 of Pentacles energy, which is like, you're pretty much, your work is pretty much completed, and you're kind of, by this time you're an artisan, you're a master of your skill. So it's like the King of Wands is in this energy of being, knowing he can do anything he wants to do, is what I'm getting. Knowing that he can do anything he wants to do, which is also this 7 of Cups energy of like, take your pick of my many talents here. Let's step back and choose what we want to use today, which superpowers. See, each cup is overflowing with a different kind of like superpower thing. And here's the 8 of Pentacles. Work cut out for you. So this King of Wands is kind of stuck in that a little bit. I mean, it's not, he's still in King of Wands though. See, yeah, look, Hanged Man. Stuck in that energy. I hate to break it to you. And he's having sleepless nights. Lots of sleepless nights. It came out in reverse. The Page of Swords is my, I hate to break it to you card. Knight of Swords came through in reverse with our King of Cups. So it's like, somehow there's something that's not coming across right. Like there's an emotional message that needs to be delivered, but it's coming across as it's like fighting words, but that's not what's intended. Here we have, yeah, our King of Cups. It's not, look, he's see this King of Cups, he's just looks kind of worried. Like he might be misinterpreted as being combative, but the King of Cups is really a very gentle, loving, it's kind of my favorite masculine card of the Minor Arcana. I mean, it is. I love the King of Cups. It's a very, he's like very sensual, emotional, associated with this sign of Pisces. There's a lot of water on this card, so we could be dealing with a Pisces. But the energy of Pisces is the energy of the fish, is the energy of the Christ. And so with that Christ energy and the water flows, in with that flows this King of Cups, who is the gentle, benevolent leader, who is getting misinterpreted though, and who has therefore been a hermit. And yeah, because there's the 3 of Cups came through in reverse, which is like, the 3 of Cups is like coming together for merriment, kind of be a party, friendship. It's a very friendshipy card. See, there's 3 women dancing and celebrating, be a celebration. But it's in reverse, so it's like it hasn't happened yet, or it can't it's somehow like hasn't come in yet. And then also we also have the Nine of Pentacles. And see, that is where all the pentacles have come in, and there's just one thing, there's only one pentacle missing, like you're missing the 10th pentacle, but look, she's in complete abundance with all the grapes and, you know, in communion with nature. There's even a little snail on this card that I've never noticed. And she's holding the bird that also, like, all of them are the same kind of. The snail has the blue. See down in the bottom? I don't know if I can get it to, it's like right there at the bottom. It's a cute little blue snail. It's so cute. How have I never noticed that? So the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, see? 10 of Cups, which is the happily ever after card. That's the voice I was using to talk about the snail is my happily ever after card voice. Yeah, so it's like it hasn't come in yet, the celebration. And we'd also had, see, the Hierophant came out, which is usually the symbol of, often represents like a wedding or a spiritual leader of some kind of divine union. And then the Four of Wands is the wedding card. That one is the wedding card. So that is a really strong lineup of the 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the wedding card. Oh, and then this is the 6 of Cups, which is like, it's like an innocent, childlike offer. It's a very loving, sweet card. I was just contemplating this card earlier because I think what's interesting about this card that nobody talks about is that this looks like, to me, like people say it's two children, but to me it looks like a little boy, but then a tiny little woman, like a little boy handing a cup to a tiny little woman, not a tiny little girl. So it's like a giant child and a little woman. Like, look. Okay. Does that not look sort of like a giant to you? Like handing that cup to that little woman? It's like a tiny little... Anyway, it's, I think, you know, that's all about perspective, I want to say, because the way that you look at things and how your lens of your eye, how convex or concave it is dictates how, not only like how in focus something is, but whether you see it as really large or really small, kind of like, you know, a fisheye versus lens versus like a regular like lens in my glasses. Which are not reading glasses, but it's like that there's this perspective change in this, like where it's like the child of one era comes together with yeah, that's like the tough work, but we're off to go gathering up all of our talents or skills. Yeah. We go from 10 to the nine of wands. 9 of wands, like this dude always, he looks like he is worried somebody's gonna come and look at him the wrong way, but because he has all this stuff he's trying to protect. So and then here he's like, I'm picking up all my stuff and getting out of here. Kind of like retreating from society to protect your own, everything that you've worked for. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles is like slow moving news, very slow moving, reliable news, but in reverse it's like slow moving, so slow moving it's like barely just like not even coming. It's like, don't even count on the Knight of Pentacles, because he's not going to take one step. He's like still thinking about taking a step. He hasn't even, you know, just still standing there staring off into the distance. In reverse. Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is like an energetic offer, an energetic, a message about transformation of some kind, a transformation. It could be like a message about a new job or a new, perspective on something, a message that might provide new light. Queen of Swords in reverse. So hang on. Whoa. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse, and I was like, what's going on with that? Because that sort of tells me maybe I misread something. But Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't know. Queen of Swords is, you don't mess around with Queen of Swords. She knows exactly what she wants, and she knows how to explain it. She knows precisely what to do, knows all the perfect actions. She is very like clever, fair, but you know, she can sometimes be a little cold. But she's in reverse, and that definitely indicates somebody who, maybe a feminine, who's a little cold. We have the Sun in reverse, which is, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and it's in reverse. Going along with this Queen of Swords in reverse, it's like, I was just saying she's really cold, and then you have the Sun in reverse, it's kind of like that. This could have something to do with a child, like the reason that she's so cold could have something to do with like, something to do with the child. Okay. Sorry, I had to take my bag out. Let me get back into this. It's been like 5 minutes in my mind, so I need to. King of Swords. Okay. So that's some strong energy coming in for this masculine to be King of Swords. It's just like, okay, I'm done waiting around. Here I go. I'm like making this firm decision. Being in King of Swords energy is like action, taking action on a plan, on pursuing a goal of some sort. It could be that we're talking about this Queen of, because we had Queen of Pentacles with Judgment in reverse and the Sun in reverse, which was on top of the Queen of Swords in reverse. But then we had the Queen of Pentacles followed by King of Swords. It's an awkward couple. 8 of Cups, the Fool. Yeah. So you look at in the 8 of Cups, see, it's a man who's kind of taking a last look around and being on his way, and then it's like the Fool is kind of like the other, kind of like the inverse energy of that, because he's coming towards us. He has the Sun in the back. Over here, there's like this interesting Sun moon. It's like the Sun and the moon are right there, but he has his Sun at his back, the Fool. The Fool is like the ultimate here I go, like trustful leap of faith into the universe. And it's towards this Ten of Cups. It's a leap of faith towards the Ten of Cups and the wedding, this Hierophant energy. Knight of Wands. Yeah. It's like fast-moving sexual energy. Sexual energy keeping you up at night. Justice. Yeah. That's like that's like, caught me. Fine. I'm seeing the scales here, which is the sign of Libra. I'm seeing blue eyes. Seeing a ruby. Two of Cups in reverse. So that's a love offer that's like kind of going a little bit sideways. It's not like a bad card. Queen of Wands in reverse. So the Queen of Wands is a very sexual card. She is she's all about energy of transformation, and like ultimately the energy of creation that's represented by the womb, represented and embodied by the feminine womb. She's in reverse here. That Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands in reverse. And Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's like was there someone else? Because he's like, I get my just desserts for what I have been through or put her through for this Ten of Cups. Because I had this, there's some kind of love offer that went awry. It was a coming together too soon and too sexually with the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles, like the Ten of Pentacles is a really, like the ultimate success story kind of thing, where the Ten of Cups is like, I think of it as like happily ever after. Ten of Pentacles is like the ultimate success story, and here it's in reverse. And see, here we've had like the Knight of Wands. Or Knight of Wands, or Four of Swords, or Justice card. That was that little progression where I was like sexual energy, and then late night sexual energy, but then it was like that Justice card came out. It was like, fine, you called me out. It's like that masculine energy sort of like responding to us. But then we have this Two of Cups in reverse, which is like there's this story behind it. It's like something went wrong with this original coming together. And I see it's like there's the Kundalini snakes on the Two of Cups, and I'm already perceiving that there's sort of a sexual component that's coming in. So it's like something, some kind of sexual encounter or something like that. It's like you could almost see the success story and then it fell apart kind of thing. And then it's been like sleepless nights since then, which was justice for having gone in as a Knight of Wands. So if you go in as a Knight of Wands, I said that's pretty sexual energy. So it's like maybe the Knight of Wands was not the right approach there. Yeah, death in reverse. Yeah, like basically ruined everything, and that's like literal. When it's death in reverse, that's a really tough card. Strength. It's like, hang on. Thank you. Yeah. We have strength. The strength card, which is a Leo card. It's like the hang in there, or like strength, being able to stay strong. I sort of hate the idea of that, but it's like the inner strength that carries you forward when you're in turmoil. Or we have the Lovers in reverse. It's like with that death energy, it's like that Lover's energy was turned upside down. Five of Swords. Yeah, it's like overcoming this battle, you have defeated your foes or scared them off, and they've surrendered their weapons to you. So it's like you've really overcome this death card, and so much so that it's like you've been complacent, like you feel full up as is, and you don't want to try for more because you're worried you won't be able to handle it. It's like, see, the hand of God is coming in with another cup there, and we have our fellow who is sitting here cross-legged and cross-armed. It's like he sort of doesn't know what to do with what he already has. So it's this sort of like stuckness in this, like, I don't really know what to do, my hands are full kind of way. But, and I just shuffled something back in there. Yes, that was what it was. This Six of Pentacles, which is kind of, I was seeing it as like, this is like a build-up of like getting stronger and stronger in terms of one's resources and things like that, and being able to give back. And see, there's the Magician. That was the other card that came out. Those are both the other cards that I inadvertently shuffled back in, and then they came right back out. The Magician being he's the wizard, the Merlin, the most transformative force he's the alchemist. It's like going from his death in reverse card. And there's these like this tragic love story that maybe it's like you pick up, take stock of your losses and just kind of pick up from there and turn yourself into a magician. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. That's like, Two of Wands is like setting your sights on other places.
Hey, baby. Yes. Thank you. She brought me mouse with. That's a kitty. We have to talk about the mouse that she brings me. She brings me mouses. She brings me mouses.
Yeah, so the Two of Wands in the upright is like envisioning going on a journey. It's like you've got, it's like sort of like he has two hiking staffs there and he's gonna go out to seek his fortune kind of thing, but it's in reverse. So it's like this like, I want to stay here, I'm not moving anymore, I'm not, okay, this was on the floor, the Seven of Pentacles, which is like everything you've worked for has come in. So it's like everything you've worked for has come in, and it's like you don't want to leave your garden right when all your stuff starts coming in, because so it's like, yeah, this is great energy of like looking forward to see what's up and coming, but I'd rather just stay here and see what's, and take care of, you know, the garden that I've already put a lot of love into here, because it's giving back. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is like the conquering hero kind of, my washing machine. The conquering hero returns and there's like a victory parade here. And, so it's like to be able to stay and be, you know, the person who's harvesting your own fruits, the fruits of your labor, to choose to be a home, to celebrate in your hometown versus like taking it to far off lands. It's like you then become like the hero of where you're from. Devil in reverse, Devil sideways. Devil is always a cheeky card. That's that sexual energy again. But it's like, it's not going away, but I think it's like, I'm seeing balance here. Wow, okay, yeah. But there's a Ten of Swords, which is like a major defeat. Empress in reverse. It's like he killed his Empress. She also represents fertility. It's like it's like the ultimate self-sacrifice to kill your own Empress. It's like you're sacrificing your own self at the same time. All the creativity. So it's like the power of the Empress with the Emperor. It's not like the sum of its parts. It's much more than that. That's what I'm saying. So when you kill your Empress, you're taking away, you know, all the rest of that too. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Anything else on this message? I think ultimately, you know, it comes back to that series of cards where there's the Ten of Cups, and we had started out with, we let out with the Chariot. Yeah, or Six of, or King of Cups. Reading our Strength, that was a big one. Lovers in reverse here. There's like a hair on me somewhere. Sort of like these are the ones that stand out to me. It's all these are like the most happy cards in the deck, besides the Sun card, which came out in reverse. But we also have the World card, and here's our Chariot. So it's like that story was the one that like really pulled it together for me, and I think that all of this other stuff is, there's like this story, a turbulent story of like a masculine who's had a lot of like dark nights of the soul, and just a lot of like maybe sexual trauma, in his past. And he was being misinterpreted, but as like a Page of Swords when he was, or Knight of Swords, and when he's really the King of Cups. That was like sort of our beginning of our reading. I think ultimately it moves into this, you stay strong into the Ten of Cups, happily ever after energy. Because the Chariot is coming in. Chariot. Big incoming, major shift. Major shift. Okay. I'm going to end it here. Thank you. I'm going to end it. Thank you. I'll be back.